Testing, testing. Yeah, I can hear myself. Sounds like it's working. All right.
All right, welcome back. That was Ribcage Face B from Hylian Songs. And next up, we've got some news about Amazon. Boo. And this is a little over like 4.5 minute video that was shared by More Perfect Union. You can follow them on Twitter at More Perfect US. And the caption here is Jeff Bezos, boo, says he's proud of working conditions at Amazon. Workers say they are surveilled, treated like robots, and forced to work in a grueling and unsafe environment. Now these warehouse workers in Alabama are organizing to demand change. This video came out on February 10th.
If I had the opportunity to talk to Jeff Bezos face to face, I would really want to ask him, have he ever worked in a warehouse before? Have he sweated for 10 to 12 hours a day and not being able to go to the restroom when he needed to go?
In the issue of working conditions, I'm very proud of our working conditions.
They got cameras, they watching us all the time.
It's a lot of walking, it's a lot of fast pace, it's a lot of climbing upstairs. It's just a lot for the human body.
It's tiring, it's consistent, it's fast speed, it's unsafe because you consistently working fast pace 10 hours, only 2 breaks.
They're getting treated like robots, and it's not fair because even robots break down sometimes. I have issues when ladies are talking about TOT time, time off task, when they have to go use the restroom. When they saying that the restroom could be on the other side of the building, that they have to take their walk so far and they're timing them. And when they run out of time, people are calling me emotional like, Michael, I'm on last chance. They said it's extremely hot in there. They said they have had people to pass out because of the extreme hotness in there.
Who get doctored or get TOT time for going to the bathroom? Who get doctored for going to get water if you need water, if you have to leave off your station? Come on now.
Okay, so what's really happening? You pumped up, Fluid?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you're pumped up, so go at it.
All right. Well, hello everybody. This is Fluid here on Mutiny Radio. On Mutiny, we're just chilling. Happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Wow, I wasn't expecting. See, I knew you bring the party.
Yeah, I brought a little something special for you guys today.
All right, yeah, looking forward to that. So Fluid. That's because your rhymes are so fluid.
Flow like water.
Flow like water. That's okay. So that's where you came up with that name. There's no other Fluid.
Actually, there are some. I believe there are some other artists with Fluid or Fluid in their name, but I'm hoping to be the dominant Fluid out here in this game.
Does that help if you use a name and you think others might have that name also? That's like, is that like how my friend's got a tattoo that says legend?
Yeah.
Just because it motivates him to be a legend.
Mm-hmm.
That motivates you to kick more ass?
Yeah, you can say that. And I mean, the thing about names is, I mean, got so many different people in the world. I mean, got a lot of people who think alike. And sometimes you're going to come up with people who have the same name. Like, for instance, talk about the name Havoc. You got Havoc from Mobb Deep, and you got Havoc from South Central Cartel. Both of them are called Havoc, but you got one's Havoc, one is Havoc the Rhymester, but still there's 2 Havocs.
Yeah, okay, so you were raised on the old school hip hop. Yeah. You call yourself a 70s baby? Because you were...
I do call myself a 70s baby, yeah.
That's why I was listening to some of your flows, and you seem to grow a lot. You got that, got kind of like that conscious, yet / pimp feel.
Yeah, got a little bit of a mixture. try to bring something for everybody.
With all that, like, what inspired that to all come about where you at now?
What inspired it was just, I mean, me studying the rap game. You know, coming up, like I said, I'm a '70s baby, late '70s. So I came up. I was fortunate enough to be able to witness, like, you know, Sugar Hill,
Yeah.
Run DMC. You know, like the birth of like the West Coast stuff. You know, NWA, old school Too Short. I mean, I'm talking like, you know, most of these youngsters probably know, you know, probably do Too Short, probably from Blow the Whistle on. I'm talking about before that, Freaky Tales, that type of stuff.
Yeah, when it wasn't more of an anthem.
Yeah.
Because Blow the Whistle, you know, I like it, but it's not like, you know, it's not my go-to. I feel like anthems are more, you know, more just, all right, yeah, I heard that a lot. Man, let me hear that anthem. Something I could just like, more like just vibe to.
You know, those anthems are always good for, you know, parties, celebrations.
Yeah.
It's called like, you know, it's like function music.
Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah,
what you
yeah.
hear in the club, and I mean, and it's good music. I mean, keeps you moving.
So he got hyphy.
Hyphy, yeah.
Yeah.
I got a little bit of that in my I say mixed into what I do. I mean, it's definitely been an influence. I mean, listening to people like E40, Keep the Sneak, Mr. Fab,
I don't think anyone.
Federation.
We got Damian Montez in the studio. Yeah, who grab the mic right there. We talk about that.
I'm not interrupting anything?
This is us. Except
Damian Montez.
this is us. Except you got a big show to go to.
Yeah.
In a little bit.
It's bigger than the penis I sucked last night.
Wow. All right.
How you guys doing?
Yeah, you
Yeah, man.
So. That was quite an intro.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I just guessed his name was Fluid. I like fluids.
Wait. Did this?
Were you guys?
I'm not even gonna say this as a. No, man. It's
Were
cool.
you guys-
Like you knew the rapper's name is Fluid right here, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, that's how you got that. That's how you got that brace. A pretty wild night. You got that brace on your head there. Huh?
Oh yeah. It's actually a ski mask, but it only has one hole.
I felt another sex joke coming on. All right, we got the comedian and the rapper in the studio.
Yeah, see.
I know, man.
What you know about the E40 and the Too Short there, Damien?
I was born in Mexico, so I'm more knowledgeable about Vicente Hernandez or the Mother of Guadalupe. But when I moved here, I thought Mac Dre was the mayor of the Bay Area when I first got here. I was like, oh wow, we're very progressive. This guy's not even really wearing a suit. He's just dancing. But turns out he's just a rapper, which was really cool to find out.
That is, it's funny that's kind of realistic, ain't it, Fluid? Like Mac Dre, a lot of people were talking about Mac Dre for mayor.
He made a big mark on the Bay Area music scene. Definitely. I mean, he had a really big impact.
He had that one album where he had it looked like he was running for mayor, right? The album cover, it looked like it was like he had a suit on or like a tie on.
Yeah. He did have a couple album covers, I think. Right?
Yeah, that was the first time I ever saw Mac Dre, and I was like, I'm gonna vote for this guy. I like this guy.
I would vote for him too.
Yeah, I never seen a mayor with dreads, but
better than Trump did.
Oh man.
Not a Trump fan there, Fluid, huh?
Not a Trump fan at all.
Okay, we're getting to the streets right here. It sounds like let's, you know what I think right now we could talk about politics are weird, but I feel like you're coming. I dig this. You coming with that streets, that hardcore politics. Where do you come with politics, Damien?
I
come. Yeah, that's funny.
Wherever I'm allowed to come, I'll definitely go there. But politics, man, people assume that I'm on the right side because they see my white skin, but completely opposite. I don't even know anybody. I haven't even voted since last year, and that's only because Kanye West was on the ballot. So, I mean, the only time that I really wanted to vote was when Obama was in office, but I was literally like 8, so I couldn't vote. But I remember as like a child, yeah, super young. My teacher, she like stopped class and she rolled in the TV so we could watch Obama's inauguration, and that was really cool.
Okay, you two would be very glad to hear this. There's an Obama Boulevard now in San Jose.
Okay.
I mean, is that weird? I guess like he was historical, but I just thought it was random that it was San Jose. Is it weird that it's San Jose, or is it just cool that he's got a boulevard?
Weird? I mean, I guess I wouldn't say weird. I mean, I don't know. It could be any city.
Yeah.
They could have done it in Oakland. Could have done it in San Francisco. I'm just happy that they did it. I mean, but different political figures, different presidents, mayors, governors. They usually get like streets or buildings or something dedicated to them. So it's not like not too far fetched.
And plus, there are a lot of terrible streets out there. I don't think Obama's bad at all.
Yeah, Obama's a better name than a lot of other streets.
I want to know where they put it now.
At least you can pronounce it.
Yeah. I'm sure there's an Adolf Avenue somewhere out there.
Adolf? Is that?
I'm sure there's like an Osama Boulevard somewhere out there. So I think Obama is pretty good.
Well, my friend's got a street named after him, and a Candlestick was torn down, but his street's still there. He got stabbed to death over there, so they named a street after him. I mean,
so they never forget who runs the street.
He whoever they were. Oh yeah, he run the streets. Yeah. Because he I guess his blood's in the streets. They say blood is family. Mm-hmm. So he's right there.
Did he get stabbed just from random acts of violence, or was there
someone said that? Wait, no. Okay, the other guy hit his mirror. Mm-hmm. And so he walked out like, "Hey, bro, what's up?" Hit my mirror, and then next thing you know, they ran out with knives, and then he kind of was like, "Oh, I'm gonna take off a little bit," and then he got stabbed.
Wow,
it's road rage.
Terrible.
Dang, they didn't even make it to the road.
That's why anytime you're about to get in a street fight, you just got to get naked. Yeah.
Because
when you see someone coming charging you naked, you really don't think like
that is scary.
I don't know what to do right now. Your first thought isn't like I'm gonna stab him. You're probably scared that he's gonna stab you. So you probably just want to get out of there. That would be my first reaction. If someone was charging me naked, I'd be like, yeah, I'm just gonna get out the way real quick.
You would?
Yeah.
What if he's got
unless he was good looking, then I would probably talk to him for a little bit.
Like if he's got a big penis.
Yeah, if he's got a big penis, I don't want to be stabbed. I'm a top. I do the stabbing. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
Would you guys fight somebody that was butt naked?
No.
Right? Exactly. You just be like, I don't think it's worth it. I'm just gonna get a new mirror. So
my ex, she used to get really upset at me, but at the times when she would be naked and like punching and hitting me. Well, I guess same thing. That punch is a hit. Punching and pushing me. Like she was getting really aggressive, but when she was naked doing it, it was very calming.
Well, that's a little different.
I mean, yeah. Well.
Different situation.
Yeah, it sounds like you're getting your frustrations out.
She was, yeah, because you know what? Maybe that's cured to relationships because I don't think there was any. I think the argument didn't last too long after that.
Yeah, you knocked her out. That's why.
Oh yeah, I mean, man, you really you really praised my sexual capabilities. Thanks. Yeah, because if they have, if they're having a seizure, that's how you know you.
When you say you
did a good job.
When you were are you saying you hit her like with your fist, or you were saying you were hitting it, like you were hitting it from the back?
Oh no. Oh, I thought you meant I knocked her out.
Bill Cosby wise?
No. She was hitting me.
Okay.
Naked. I never laid hands on a woman. Well, I mean, not like violently.
Yeah, it's okay.
Not
Equality
violently.
for women.
Yeah, no. equality. That's why I never pay on dates. Am I
Okay.
right, guys? Yeah, right. What?
Same. That's why I don't pay hookers. Yep.
Yeah, you go out the door when they get in the shower, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's always fun. One time that happened, and the pimp was standing out the door. Me and my friend, once we closed the door, he was like, "Hey, where's my girl? We're in the she's in the shower," and just ducked out, and somehow we ducked out in a cab. That was pretty decent. I don't know why we actually. I don't really know why we did that. Why we needed to duck out in a cab, considering we didn't really know where we would go.
Well, hopefully it was a real cab. Hopefully it wasn't the fake taxi cabs.
It was one of those. I don't think Uber was around at the time.
Good. Have you seen that Uber is like going back into a taxi? Like when you pull up an Uber app, it'll be like, oh, for this one $30, for this one $35, and then at the bottom it'll just say taxi $7. So it's going around full circle again, people.
You said $7?
Mm-hmm. Taxis are now the cheapest thing, and Ubers are the new taxis.
Oh, you're talking about they give us those options at the bottom. Mm-hmm. Why would Uber give? That is weird. Why do they give an option? Because they're like, we're busy. And well, no, that's kind of messed up because Uber is trying to steer you away from.
They're like, we got to get these poor people somehow. Let's just give them a bad taxi.
They're trying to steer you away from the people that work on the app. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I seen in there actually public transportation, too, which I used Uber for that with in Vegas. Because I don't want to pay for Uber. I'm frugal.
Yeah.
I watch that Extreme Cheapskates.
Yeah. That's why you got to get the e-bike. Get those e-bikes. Those are really cheap on there, too.
That's the ones where they're on the street and you're like, okay.
And usually homeless people have them.
Yeah, well, I see them. They keep trying to ride them, but they don't put any money in them.
Yeah, they just take advantage. They just take them. I don't know how they get them. I'm sure like they just follow somebody and then get them off the bike and just take it.
You seen those bikes? Those scooters and all?
Yeah, I've seen the scooter.
The other day I was riding a scooter, like I didn't pay for it. You could just ride it if it has no battery. And then the people that collect the scooters, he like walked up to me, got out of his car. He's like, "Hey sir, I need that scooter back." And I was like, "I actually need it." He's like, "Well, I need it because it's dead, and it's actually mine." And I didn't want to give it to him. I didn't know what to do, so I just started undressing. And
he liked to get naked.
He didn't want to deal with it, and I just took the scooter back. So
isn't that's beautiful to be so young. I mean, you said 8 years so you're like
I'm in my 20s. I'm 21 plus.
Gosh, isn't that? I mean, Fluid, you look like a man that's really worked out, but you've had to keep that solidness. He's just got youth right here, loving to take off his clothes all the time.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
I'm ready to show the Ken Barbie slope.
I used to love taking off my clothes, man. As I got older, like I mean, I don't feel like I know. Well, I never like to like, just walk around the street like that. But when I find a good excuse,
You probably get more modest as you get older.
yeah, and I don't know if I don't feel that secure with myself liking it. You know,
only get naked at my age during certain situations.
Yeah.
Like when someone's trying to stab you. Exactly. For safety.
Never tried doing it when someone stabbed me, but
Yeah.
definitely been some other situations.
I remember when I was younger, like I went to my first gay pride. I was probably like 15, and it was very fun. Parade was going by, a lot of dicks in my face, but I met a lot of older people who were naked, and I thought that was like weird, but they took it to another level. Like they had like nipple tassels on, and like their balls were wrapped up. They were being cucked. Like I thought being naked was weird, but then I seen the people at the gay pride parade. They took it to another level. I'm like, maybe naked is not the weirdest thing that we could be doing. Maybe having like a prod up your ass with like a horse tail coming out. Maybe that pushes it to the limit.
Folsom Street Fair.
Yeah. And it was just people in horse masks pulling carriages. Like I'm like, maybe being naked is not so bad.
Yeah,
it's actually pretty natural.
Well, you're talking about Folsom Street Fair when you like the prod and all that. But
Great times.
I worked the gay pride once doing security, and I was like, nah, I don't know about working in the gay area. So they sent me in the dyke area, and I was like,
did you get bullied?
No, actually,
Yeah.
Well, that's what I thought. I thought it would be, and I didn't get bullied because actually they didn't even really seem to notice me.
They thought you were one of them. They were like, okay, he's got glasses.
I had a uniform. Yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe you can't tell. Yeah, and no one thought I was Tom Hanks at the time. But yeah, so I was thinking dyke area. Okay, I could hang. I was thinking naked ladies. And then I got over there, and there was a radio host that I was familiar with, Christy. I think Cameo or something, and that was the only cool thing. I mean, I guess it does make sense to everyone has to fit in their own little area, because I know I didn't quite fit in there either. Yeah, because there was naked women, but I couldn't really see their parts with the hair patches and all. I mean,
a lot of leather, a lot of patches, a lot of buzz cuts. Yep.
Yeah, and I thought, because I know Gay Pride has like celebrities, so I was like, oh, Lil Wayne's coming up, T-Pain.
Oh wow.
And so I was like, but they were impersonators, so they weren't the
not Lil Wayne. It was Little Wayne, spelled out Little.
Yeah,
Wayne.
Yeah, really little, because there's clit. They say, women say like their clits are like little penises.
Yeah, that's what my gay friend names her clit, Lil Wayne. Every time she plays with herself, she's like, Wheezy.
I could see that. Yeah, because I like being aggressive, and so
Have you heard about what happened with DaBaby?
Oh, okay.
The rapper DaBaby.
Let's get into the homophobic stuff.
He's a big rapper right now, but he's currently being canceled.
Yeah, as a rapper. Yeah.
You know DaBaby.
They're trying to cancel.
What do you think? You think he's gonna bounce back anytime soon? I think he can too.
So I think he's kind of
take a few more apologies and some.
Yeah,
I think he can.
So you
I think it's gonna take another pandemic for people to forget, and then I think he'll come back. I think this Delta variant's gonna do very well for him.
That might help him.
Yeah, because I don't know if do you know what he said at a festival?
Actually, I you know what, I think so, but every time I look it up, I don't quite see really what he said. I mean, but you can't really tell, because a lot of these people don't know what they're saying anyway, so I can't figure out what they're saying either.
Yeah.
Well, what exactly did he say?
So he was at a big festival in New York City.
AIDS thing, I know that.
Yeah, and like when rappers go in between songs, they usually say something like, "If you got bitches, make some noise," or "If you got money, just make some noise."
Yeah.
DaBaby, he chose to go, "If you're not sucking dick in the parking lot after the show, make some noise." And then everybody's like, "Okay." And then yeah. And then make some noise, yeah. And everybody's like, I don't know where to go from here. And then he just dropped into Baby on Baby, which was very odd, because I've never seen an artist try to get the crowd hype over HIV.
He said, if you're not a sucker.
If you're not.
Those were interesting choices of things to say.
If you're not sucking dick, if you don't have HIV, if you're going to keep living, make some noise.
So, I mean, I think, Fluid, you could speak on this to where, I mean, a lot of rappers are just kind of dumbed down, right?
I think there are a lot of rappers that are dumbed down. Well, I mean, you have rappers that are talented when it comes to doing the lyric thing and performing on stage, but they don't have anybody, I don't think, that works with them to help them do like public relations.
Yeah.
To speak in public, to talk to the audience, to engage with different groups of people and not like alienate people with what they say. A lot of them don't have that training. Yeah,
he was live too, so no one was there to be like, okay, say this next to Baby. Like, he was on stage. Yeah. There was no filter. I just want to know why he went there.
See, I mean, yeah. Well, that's the thing. I don't think
he thought the shock value that would come from that would be helpful. He didn't look at it from the other angle of it being something that would set a bunch of people off.
So it was like a plan.
He just wasn't thinking.
Yeah, they don't.
He just wasn't thinking when he did it.
they don't think these days.
I think he was watching like.
Was he watching?
You guys ever seen the show? This video called "One Man, One Jar"?
Nah.
It's this man who fits a jar in his asshole. And
okay.
And I think he watched like some really fucked up video that got stuck in his head. No, it's a move. It's a video. We can pull it up. Pull it up right now. Anybody in the audience listening, call 650-219-7625 and we'll watch the video with you.
Is this on the YouTube?
It's on the. No, it's definitely not on YouTube. 100%. No, definitely not on YouTube.
One man.
I don't think you should watch it right now if unless you want to just think about that for the rest of your day.
Let me just So you just.
Probably will pass on.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So I think the baby was watching something crazy like that, and that was just stuck in his head for the rest of the day. And something along the lines like, you know what? I gotta say something. If you don't have AIDS,
let him say it. See,
let him say it. Yeah, 100%.
He has some kind of an issue
with the gay community.
The gay person prior to the show.
I don't think.
I'm not saying that justifies anything.
It's the baby out there. He's like, stop talking about us.
I don't know. I just think, like you said, you have PR people that work with you, and obviously that if he has one, either he doesn't have one, or the one he has did not do their job.
Yeah.
But you just have to in the entertainment industry, there's probably just as many, maybe not even more, gay people than there are straight people. You have gay people who are stylists or who are. I was watching an interview with the Locks on the Breakfast Club, and
yeah.
people saying,
about Tyler the Creator.
You should have had somebody to. They were talking about the baby.
The baby.
They said that somebody should have pulled him to the side and educated him because he said I'm sure he had to have known, and if he didn't know, it's too bad. He had to have known that was going to be offensive. I mean, he said you've probably been dressed by people, styled or dressed or had your hair done or something by somebody in the industry.
Time and place, man.
So there's plenty of them in the entertainment industry, yet you still chose to
go there.
That kind of comment. So why didn't somebody let you know that wasn't okay?
Yeah.
Time and place, man. Because I thought he was talking about Tyler the Creator when when you were speaking on that because. The Lux, they had addressed something else.
I vaguely remember that conversation. I don't know the full context of it.
Tyler, the Creator, said he's always had a crush on Jadakiss, and he says he has very soft, smooth skin, and he takes care of himself.
Is Jada Smith the boy?
No, Jadakiss.
Jadakiss, that's the daughter of
the Lux. He's a
rap group called the Locks.
Okay. I'm thinking of Will Smith.
You gotta look
kids.
up LOX.
Sorry about that. Sorry.
But I mean, time and place. Well, what if the baby just wrote something about gays have beautiful skin tone?
I don't know, man. The baby.
I didn't know he had such a big gay audience. For one thing.
Oh yeah, the gays love straight guys. The gays love trying to get the toughest, manliest guy to flip them. The gays love a hetero.
I will say this though. I mean, I understand. I mean, I kind of look at it from both sides. I do understand him saying something offensive towards the gay community, but it's kind of weird though that and tell me if I'm wrong. If you listen to the baby's lyrics, I mean, and a lot of other rappers' lyrics. I mean, you got some misogyny going on there. You got some derogatory, statements about women and about a lot of other people, a lot of different groups. So out of all of that, the one thing that stands out and that's going to get him canceled because he made a remark on stage about gay people. With all the other stuff, that I'm sure he talks about in his music, and I like the baby. I'm not talking bad on him. I like his music. I mean, like you said, time and place. There's a time and place for his music. He has a certain energy to it that's kind of cool if you're, maybe riding in your car or if you're going out to a club and you want to dance. I mean, that's what that type of stuff's what you want to listen to. But,
yeah.
But I mean, like I said, there's a lot of different things, sure, that are in his lyrics that could be considered offensive for a lot of different things. So out of all of that, now all of a sudden he makes a remark on stage, and then that's what you want to cancel him for. But you don't want to cancel him for maybe calling a woman a bitch on the record or something like that. So it's like I guess we just pick and choose.
Well, that's the thing about the gays. The gays have a lot of power in the system. Yeah. That's why we're called power bottoms, power tops. But the reason the gays have like really big influence.
The power part.
Mm-hmm.
The power.
It's weird. I feel like if I'm gonna get serious for a little bit, I feel like the fact that gays were able to stop the word faggot and queer and all these slurs, the fact that they were able to get those slurs to stop before the N-word, I think that speaks levels, because obviously the N-word is way worse than faggot, queer, all these slurs.
You mean like how you can use the A at the end of the N-word?
Just the word in general. I feel like if any word should have been dropped and all collectively been like, hey, we can't use that word, the N-word should have been the word. But now everybody's like, nah, we can't say faggot because that's a sexual preference and blah, blah, blah. But it's like, nah, we got bigger priorities.
Yeah, I guess that is weird. But
Dave Chappelle had this great joke.
I don't think you could say the N-word still, but
but people think how you just said, oh, but it's with the A. Like some people think it's still different, but no.
Because even if you use the A at the end of the
context,
fag word, yeah.
Exactly. I just found out that I always was told, because I grew up in like a diverse neighborhood, and I always thought that the A made it different from the ER. But I just found out that in the South, the Southerners didn't know really how to pronounce their ERs. They would just say A, like instead of butter, they would say, let me get some butter. So that's why why it's pronounced with the A. And I didn't realize that. So
well, it's just a slang derivative of the ER version.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean the word itself, if I'm not mistaken, I mean you could do research on it. But I believe it's Ethiopian in origin. Mm-hmm. It's a word that actually means king, negus.
Yeah.
Negus. So that was taken.
Yep.
And I mean, you kind of see the similarities in the pronunciation, but I believe that was something that was taken, and they wanted to make it instead of if you say negus, king, that's power that you're giving to these people that you think are lower than you. Mm-hmm. So you take that word, maybe change it up a little bit, it becomes the Nigger thing.
Mm-hmm.
That obviously has a negative connotation.
We
all know what that means. But then we take it, as blacks in America after we get our freedom and whatnot, and we take it and we turn it into slang.
Yeah.
For us, we understand the negative connotation that goes with the origins of the word, but we've kind of taken it and spun it around and turned it into something
better.
I hesitate to say positive.
Yeah. But better than what it was.
Yeah. Positive than
taking back control of it.
The Nigger.
Mm-hmm. And I respect it, man. I totally understand why you guys want to take it back, and I get why other people want to say it, because they see the message of like, no, we're trying to spin the word. I think everyone should say the N-word, but I think black people should be the police of it. I think they should be able to determine if you're allowed to say it in that moment. So if one of your friends said it and you weren't agreeing with it, it's 100% okay to beat their ass. And there should be no consequences to it.
What's kind of funny is I've been out and about, like listening to different people talk. I've heard white people call each other that.
Yeah.
I've heard Filipino and or Latino people or Hispanic people call each other the N-word. And I always thought it was kind of funny. I was like, do they understand what they're saying? But they're saying it to each other. I'm like,
they're going on the surface of like, it was a bad word and we're trying to turn it into a good word. And that's as deep as they go into it.
Hey, man, they can do their thing. I guess if you feel comfortable that way, man.
That's.
I think I don't know. I mean, it's a word. I'm used to the word. I mean, obviously, part of
me too.
Part of black culture. I've been hearing it for years.
Same.
I have mixed feelings about it because I've even used it myself. I've used it in my music.
So has my teachers.
But I have mixed feelings. But I think like when other people use it, I don't think that people other than black, at least most of them, I think some of them, or not most, maybe some of them don't really understand what they're saying. They're saying it because they think it's a cool slang, or in some cases people are saying it. Well, when people are saying it with the negative connotation, I know that they know what they're saying. they know when they're trying to down you. When they use it like in a slang sense, I don't think everybody realizes what.
I've had, I guess like the naked thing. I've had white people try to fight me aggressively.
Because you said the N-word?
N-word. No, they would call me.
White people call you that.
Yeah, what's up?
Man.
They would say the N-word real aggressively to me. And then
that's when you FaceTime Obama, be like, say it to his face. Say it to his face right now.
That could help. It'd be like, hey, you feel right about this right
I don't.
Because because to me that feels like the naked thing, because like did they just get naked because like I can't fight this. This is awkward. Like he's calling me the N-word. I don't know what to do right now.
You should have fought him solely on the purpose on that. I don't know what it is.
I mean, it's just because of the way he's saying it aggressively. Yeah. Like it's like he's not being racist.
He thinks he's trying to be scarier and more intimidating like that. Yeah, with an ass whooping. All right, so the origins.
It just so aggressively to where it's a way that they've been I guess idolizing the wrong things, thinking it's okay to say this because it's like they're.
I think they think it's intimidating to say that word. They're like, "Oh, I'm different. I'm gonna say this word." But
they're trying to demean you.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Or try to. It's just white people, man.
Like I would feel more like fighting him if he was saying it to someone else, versus like, wait, but like.
Well, I mean, if somebody calls you a name and you don't identify with it,
it's
weird.
Not
really gonna hit.
It's weird. It's not really like a name. It's just like in their mind. I feel like in their mind they're just pretty much saying "What's up, fool." But because they're just so distorted, they're not. I don't think they're actually knowing they're trying to insult me.
People
weird.
Like that, I'm sure I have a very sad existence. They have nothing better to do than to try to project their misery and self-loathing on other people.
But okay, talk about the baby again. These situations, the baby situation. I didn't care for the guy, but when I heard him say these things, I started listening to his music, and not because I don't like gays.
You were like, you know what? I agree with what he's saying. I don't want HIV. Let me see his album.
Yeah.
Baby on Baby.
That is a point. I don't want HIV. It's like, we kind of forgot about this through Corona, the COVID thing.
I don't want to make fun of people who have it, though.
Does AIDS exist?
Yeah.
So the thing to me is, I listened to him because it was like he's saying his stuff. He's saying because he was saying stuff. He was freeing his mind. All right. So I want to see what he's about. But then I didn't like him again when he started apologizing. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
I mean, because
he backed out for the bag.
Like he should own it.
Yeah.
I mean,
because the first couple of his first couple of remarks, he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna stick to what I said. Like, I hope I didn't mean to offend anybody, but you gay people, you do that."
Also,
and I was just like, "Okay, well, stick to it, man. I respect you sticking to your guns." Yes. But then he saw that he was getting canceled. He was losing money and opportunity. He's like, "Oh shit, I forgot the gays usually book the festivals."
That's the record label right there. Mm-hmm. I got a Bay Area rapper on my show. He said the word faggot, not faggot.
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 Nice.
He said the whole word, but that's actually his take on the Too Short. What's my favorite word? Bitch. His favorite word is the faggot. But like he just toys around with it. It seems like because he'll have times where he's kind of gay joking with his rap partner guy, Frank Stacks. I don't know if you guys heard of Frank Stacks. I mean, he's just kind of playing around with that word, because then he'll direct it towards him and poke fun at himself in that area. So I mean, it's like
poking.
Poking. Yeah, that's gay. Well, yeah. I think it's weird when straight guys do the poking. I never go ass.
Well, that's a white guy thing. You'd be surprised how.
Really?
I feel like white people, they fuck around with the gay stuff a little bit.
Yeah, you know what? My thing is let the gays have their thing.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
Why is straight people like, oh, well, it's...
Because it's fun. I mean, look at gay people, man. Gay people are so happy all the time. They get to live their best life.
Yeah.
They're wearing tank tops, booty shorts, and they're fat as hell. But they're just happy, and they're loving, and they're so
you know what?
I think when you have any group of people that are, maybe if you think that they're doing something that's outside the norm, or they're different than what you feel is standard for just being a upstanding person or whatever in society, then they're gonna catch something. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
You have people who just aren't tolerant of different, different looks, different ways of thinking, different ways of dress, different.
I feel like it's always people.
Different skin tones. They just assume that what they are is the best and the rightest, and everybody else is.
They're very closed-minded.
I feel like
in
it's
that
always
aspect.
people on the outside of the box, like that aren't to do with that. I feel like I wear my straight pride shirt. I don't believe in parades, but hey, if straight dudes want to accessorize and have their pride, okay. But I feel like the dudes that want these parades and all, they're actually probably in the
White parades and stuff, Proud Boys.
Straight pride.
Yeah,
I feel like
straight
they're actually in the closet. Because they've actually tried to set these things up, and I'm like, yeah, the straight pride festivals and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, that guy. The only reason he's like, hosting this thing is because the gay community rejected him.
I don't think we need a straight.
Yeah, that sounds so boring.
We don't need one.
Gay pride is super colorful, bright, energetic.
See,
I feel
my
like
thing is, it's when I have that shirt on. I've walked through the Castro and the gays. I have gay dudes like, hey, I love your shirt.
Yeah.
But next thing you know, like
Next
I'll
thing you
be
know, you're
walking
bent
somewhere
over.
else. No,
how
never
they
done
get you,
that. I
man.
mean,
First
blow
with the
buddies
shirt,
was
then with
by
the pants.
accident. But straight guys will be the ones getting upset. Like, take
Yeah.
off that shirt. You like, what, hey.
Why?
You know.
Oh, you want to see? Oh, okay. I see
Yeah.
what this is. You want to see me topless?
Is this your time
Got
to
you,
come
sir.
out the closet, bro?
Yeah, man.
Just do it. Yeah,
How lame do you have to be to tell someone to take off their shirt at the same time, too? Like, what problems do you have
I think that's
as a grown adult?
Isn't that how hockey players fight?
Hockey players.
Take off your shirt, bro. Let's do
No,
it.
I think they take off their gloves.
I don't think they take off their shirts. Maybe actually, I've just seen them just go at it.
Yeah, they just go in.
So,
They're just hitting a bunch of pads.
but I'm real big at speaking of gay.
Speaking of big,
I
today's
watched
sponsors, Trojan.
the Mike Lindell My Pillow commercial, and I don't know. He said they were making a big deal out of how you could have comfort in 3 inches. I don't know. That was in my mind when
You were just over here like, finally, somebody said it. Let's
I mean,
go.
I mean, because it shrinks after time. But yeah, I believe so.
I'm a grower.
That when you say something, man, unless you really, really feel bad about something, but don't apologize. Especially, I think if you're famous or trying to be famous or something like that, not apologizing does you best, because I feel like it's a shameless world. It's definitely a shameless, non-apologetic world. As I've seen, the baby, for example, if you see us apologizing, you could see this example of how the gay community is still like, nah, that
you
ain't
fucking liar. That's not you. It's your publicist.
See,
there's not one spelling error in here. We know the baby's illiterate. Who the fuck wrote this?
See, yeah, that's totally his publicist, because he's got so many different ways of apologizing. When I see the thing online, it's like he just keeps on trying different ways.
You have your Twitter apology.
I was gonna, yeah.
You have your Twitter apology. You have your IG apology.
Yeah.
You have your Facebook apology. Then you have your actual press release, national, step up on the podium. I realized that I alienated a lot of my followers, and I just want to reach out and tell you people that I'm not that person. That's not me. I made a mistake. You got that. And that's the publicist.
I knew the baby didn't really write the public apology, because his first statements on Twitter, they had emojis in it. And then the last statement, no emojis. I'm like,
okay.
who the fuck
because
wrote
the
this?
emojis were him. Yeah.
Yes.
See,
He was like, and for you gay people, and it was like the smirk emoji, like, He was like, you guys do what you want. And then there was like a little syringe at the end of it. I was like, okay, the baby.
Yeah, the syringe. Yeah, yeah. So I've had some comedy communities brush some hate my way, and some things they said I did. And,
Hate for what?
you know what? See, it was like the women, some kind of anti-women thing. Maybe I said
Anti-women, like they're not for women.
It sounded
So
like
they're gay.
It sounded like something I said that was against women of the way they were going. I mean, no one would really explain what it was to me, but I guess I was gonna get stabbed if I come to some shows or something. Wow. But
let me tell you something. Were these comedians from the Bay?
Yeah.
They're lying. They meant they were gonna touch you with their penis. That's what kind of stabbing. Because the Bay Area comedy scene is so pussy, bro.
I have heard that out here people will, even if they don't have a penis, they will get one and stab you with. See, there's no clarification. No. And see, that's why you shouldn't really apologize unless you mean it. Because I'm thinking to myself, when I got all the clues gathered, there was enough I needed to know. And I was like, well, I don't know the exact thing, so why would I apologize anyway?
Well, when you disrespected the establishment, if you don't want to get canceled and you want to keep doing what you... I mean, the baby has to understand that you got, like I said before, there are plenty of gay people that are involved. There may be gay people part of his record label.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
They're the ones that are signing the checks.
Well,
so you offend them, you're not going to work. So you got to apologize.
Well, I mean...
If you want to keep going.
Plus, I mean, there's a gay...
Or you find another label, and the odds are that once people get to that point where if they get kicked off a label or something like that, there's very few people who end up bouncing back that can starting their own independent label or something and building themselves back up. Now, an example, Chris Brown got blacklisted for a long time after that Rihanna thing. Now, he's been able
not long enough.
Made that forehead bigger.
He's been able to build himself back up, but even though he's still big, he's not what he could have been.
Oh yeah. He could have been the next Michael Jackson. He could have been up.
Look at Chris Brown though. He didn't quite apologize. He rolled with it.
I don't remember.
Well,
yeah. Damien's pretty young.
The problem with him, I think, is he did apologize, but
but the pictures were like, yeah, no, you're gonna do it.
Told a different story.
Yeah.
And also, him throwing these tantrums whenever like he goes on a talk show and somebody wants to talk about it. Like I heard about him going on Good Morning America. He's throwing a tantrum in I guess in one of the back rooms. They said he threw chairs or something.
It's like we're not talking about this.
I don't.
Looking at you at this point, you gotta humble yourself. You gotta calm down. You gotta present that image that people are already saying that you're violent and crazy because of what happened with her, and then you think you're.
I don't. Yeah, I don't vouch for hidden women, but
I don't either.
But no, you don't.
Equality for women.
Fluid doesn't vouch for hidden women.
I don't vouch for hidden women. I really don't.
Well, you sound
I think that
getting somewhere with that.
But
yeah.
Well, but I'll say this though, because there's a flip side to it. I don't vouch for hidden women, but I was always taught too that women should not put themselves in a situation where they're like, trying to attack men either. So I mean, if you
keep your hands to yourself.
Nobody should.
Period. Yeah.
I mean,
simple rule.
If you run up on somebody and you're trying to fight, their reaction is going to be either to defend themselves or just instinctively they're going to.
Yeah.
My last relationship, I found myself in the position where I was grabbing her, not sexually. I was grabbing her arms, and then I realized I put bruises. But like the reason I was doing that was so nothing else happened, because
it's because she didn't
she was
make
trying
the
to
food
hit
right.
me. Like she had some energy. She was quite a woman, had some power in her. So I was doing that. So it's like, I'm taller. So I got bigger arm length. So it's like, stay over there.
Yeah. That's why being gay is great, because if you get mad at your spouse, you can fight them and they can fight you back without any problems. It's a man-on-man fight.
So,
well, that thing that you were talking about with her trying to hit you, that's what I meant when I was talking about earlier. Women attacking you.
Yeah.
You should do it, but it's like it's an awkward situation when they're attacking you because you know you don't want to hit them back. But then if you do anything, even trying to restrain them, and let's say that they get hurt or something like that, still it could look like they can still make it look like you.
Yeah, that could have still been a thing.
You're a person that did something to them. You know, so you just got to be careful. I mean, if you can leave. But
so Damien,
Yes.
I take it you're gay.
I am. I'm gay, but I'm married to a woman. Yes.
See, this is the reason why, even with all the stuff he was saying, like I had to ask.
No,
because like see, because.
I know it could be confusing.
No, because people go, bro, that sounds gay. But these days, what sounds gay ain't really even gay. It could be it could be another category.
Yeah. I've had a lot of people come talk to me. They're like, "You're not gay." I was like, "Yeah." They're like, "Nah, you're not. You're just curious." I'm like, "No, I've had a dick in my mouth. I know. I'm pretty sure I'm there."
Yeah, dick in your
mouth. And they were just like, "Nah, I think you're something else."
Yeah.
So you don't identify as bi?
No, I think I really. So the word is, I think it's polyamorous. Is where you're. My whole thing is, as long as you love me. That's all I care about. I don't care what you look like. I don't care about your gender, skin color. Pansexual? Somebody said I was fluid the other day. I was like, that's you. So I'm gonna do an interview with him later.
Yeah, that's gender fluid.
There's so many terms I've been called.
I'm not gender fluid.
So I just tell people I'm gay but married to a woman.
Dang, now I'm thinking of a rap name for the LGBT community, but that's
yo. My name is Pre-Cum.
I can see I picked a really good rap name.
Fluid. You're gonna be blowing up, and you're gonna be blowing up for the progressiveness.
You're down. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Cause he got that conscious pimp vibe. We're gonna listen to it. But so hey, yeah.
But yeah, man.
All kinds
I know
of people want to be listening to Fluid. So yeah, the reason I had so you said poly. That's not quite orientation. Sounds like it's like a hetero-flexible sort of thing.
Hetero-flexible. That's a new one I'm gonna throw in there. Hetero-flexible.
Don't tell me I'm coming up with new ones, man.
I've never heard that one before. That's great.
Man.
No, that's a good one. I like the way it sounds. Hetero-flexible.
I'm coming up with new ones. I've known that for a little bit, and I'm not in the community.
Maybe I might have been homo-flexible because at first I was on.
So that's a new one. I think.
Hey, if we go hetero-flexible, homo-flexible would be pretty good too.
Okay.
Because at first I was like, you know what, men are cool. Yeah.
Because I like okay, so when I say like I don't feel like I'm an ally or I'm not in a community or something like that. Because I feel like it should take kind of a passion, and I don't want to see nobody get harmed or anything. If a gay dude was getting harassed, I'd be like, bro, wait, maybe I'm too calm right now. Let's see, what would I do? It depends on the situation. I'd be like, hey, what's up? I might start with that. Hey, what's up? And then they would probably think I'm too passive, and I'd be like, and then I would have to shout, even though I don't like getting aggressive. But I guess that's why I feel like I do have more passion towards the women's movement because you to be an ally, you gotta go to groups, right?
Well, yeah, I think if you're a person that's really in tune with the world and what's going on, I think you recognize that there are groups out there that are marginalized and kind of like their value. Their true value might have kind of got diminished, or people are not, really considering them to be like on equal footing with the rest of society. And sometimes they have a voice, sometimes they don't have a voice. And if they don't, as a good person, me myself, I like to stand up for people who don't have their own voice. I try to, if you're down, I try to, help bring you up. I don't want to, like you, I don't want to see anybody, suffering. I don't want to see people, attacking gays. I don't want to see people mistreating or attacking women. I don't want to see homeless people or anybody, black people, other Asian people. I don't want to see anybody get persecuted.
Yeah.
But the good thing to do is if you have a way or a platform or a way that you can get your voice out to stand up for them, you do that if you can. And you would hope that if you were in a situation, there'd be people out there that would do that for you.
Yeah.
That's what I try to have here.
And I don't think you need to like.
Being a decent human being.
Yeah, I feel like being a decent human being shows more than going to a meeting or a parade or whatever the march is. I feel like if you in your life in the moment stand up for what's right, then that's bigger than any ally that you could be. Like it's the way like people feel about the Lord. Like some people are like,
I love Jesus.
You need to go to church or else you're not a real fucking believer.
Yeah, you hit
But then there are people that are
yeah.
like, no, I know the Lord is with me with every step I take, and I don't need to go to a building to prove that. I just know that. Exactly.
So, wow, man, I want to go to your next spot now. You started comedy, Damien, in 2014, I believe, right?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, my very first set, I was 14. I did it at my school talent show, and I killed it. Because I did a whole bunch of comedian jokes. I did like Dane Cook's jokes. I did like Gabriel Iglesias jokes. I was a fucking hack. I was just telling jokes that I already knew worked. But then I was
they were around back then.
Yeah, man. Wow. And then I did my very first show with my own material when I was 15 at the Brainwash with Tony Sparks. I don't know if you guys know about that. Brainwash, yeah. It was a half cafe, half arcade, half laundromat that also ran comedy. And before it was called the Brainwash, I think it was called like the Tiger Jungle. I'm getting the name so wrong.
You are not that old, man.
No, I know I'm not, but
I don't know about any Tiger Jungle.
So the Tiger Jungle was the Brainwash back in the day, but Margaret Cho and Robin Williams, that was their regular spot.
Okay. You're just hip on history. Okay.
Yeah, man. I mean, San Francisco comedy goes really deep.
Yeah, Robin Williams, great dude.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of next to the Tenderloin. It's a little bit close to the Tenderloin. I couldn't give you street names. I suck at street names.
It also sounds like a sex position.
Yeah.
Brainwash.
The Brainwash.
You should definitely go to Comedy Day this year. I mean, it sounds like.
Yeah, man. I just actually got hired to get some photos and help set up. I'm just getting into festivals and comedy days and everything like that. Because before I was just a kid and I didn't really care about comedy. I was just like, oh, I'm going to fuck around and tell a dick joke and hopefully I make friends. But after this
weird when you were a kid, yeah.
Yeah, man, it was kind of weird, but it was cool because I learned that everybody loves comedy. You can't hate somebody that makes you laugh. It doesn't matter what skin color you are. You can just if you make them laugh, they're your family. And Tony
Sparks is great.
Great man.
I've never done a good set there, but that was all on me.
He was amazing.
I mean, he made me contemplate. Did I suck? Because like he makes you feel like
you did good.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But I didn't do good. But he made you feel like he smiled afterwards. Like
really great
man,
guy.
that was cool. But then you realize later that was all just the way he said that.
Yeah.
I actually did horrible.
Yeah. Tony's a great guy.
I didn't do one good set there.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
but
he
means
makes
it.
The
He's genuine though.
Clap.
Yeah, man.
No matter
humans. Yeah, man.
No matter what they
so the way the stage was set up at the Brainwash, there was an ATM next to the stage, just a little setup. And whenever Tony was on stage and someone wanted to go to the ATM, he would always bust out the, hey man, what you getting some money out? Let me get $20. And the crowd would laugh every time. But the people would also give him the $20 every time. I swear I've seen him collect $2,000 off of people just getting money out the ATM. Tony has that swagger and just love in him, man. Yeah, man.
I think
you just got to stand next to ATMs. Let me get $20, man.
He may
all because he makes people laugh.
He may also be a pimp. I'm not sure.
I mean, I would believe it.
No.
Yeah, for real.
Well, man, that's the first time I've used that word so loosely.
Pimping?
He sounds like a hustler.
Tony is pimping these jokes for sure. Tony is a great man.
But yeah, so so 14 was like your first actually big. 2014 was your big first.
I don't know. I'm very illiterate with math. I just remember I was 14 years old. So. What are we? 2011. 2011.
Wow. So you got a big show tonight.
Yeah, man. I'm going out to Berkeley tonight. It's gonna be fun at the Way Station. Going out to Berkeley is gonna be really good. Yeah, man. Really cute, little intimate room, but it's awesome because Berkeley is very like. They're gonna tell you.
There's gonna be naked people.
Yeah.
It might be.
Hopefully, fellas. But yeah, man, it's good. Berkeley's a great place. They'll tell you, but like, yeah, this joke sucks. They're like, we go to school here. That joke sucks, sir. I haven't gotten kicked out of Berkeley yet, so it's gonna be fun. Love Berkeley. I love every place in the Bay Area.
Who you're performing with there? You can just.
I know we got. I actually don't know. I couldn't tell you.
It's all you. See.
Really.
It's just all you. That's the good mindset.
I mean, you never know, man, because people, they don't show up sometimes. People get added last minute. You never know who's really gonna show up,
man.
Huh?
You got this.
Thanks, man. Thanks, man.
I mean, I know. Well, I mean, so you know how many years you've done this, and or is it just like fly by? You're like,
it kind of flew by, cause the first 8 years, I was just fucking around. Like, I wasn't taking it seriously, and I didn't see the potential. I didn't have vision. But after this pandemic, I did a lot of soul searching. Yeah, I dig deep into my psyche and found out why I am the way I am, which got me on a very serious track of like, okay, time is running down, and we gotta fucking get going.
I never heard a comic like this before. This is great.
Yeah, man. Some people are like, the pandemic sucked. I'm like, the pandemic was the best thing that ever happened to me.
Yeah. Okay. So obviously you like Zoom.
There's obviously, that's kind of weird because I mean, a lot of people actually say that about obviously the pandemic is not a good thing.
Yeah.
In terms of the amount of people that have died or that have gotten sick, and I mean,
possibly
the way that it completely changed our world. But I have to say, in a way, it was a kind of a good thing for my music career.
Yeah.
Because when the pandemic came around, obviously when we were on lockdown, nobody could perform. Mm-hmm. That includes the big name people.
Yep.
So it put us all on the same
level. Man.
If you wanted to do stuff, you had to pimp your social media.
Yep.
You had to do virtual performances. You had to find other ways around it, which is the same. And I was able to step my stuff up to where it got to a point where I was doing the same thing that the major people were doing.
Yeah.
None of us, unless you had your own little way to film like a virtual concert or something.
Yeah.
Basically, none of us were performing, but people were putting out singles.
Yeah.
People were doing like, making the most out of like IG Live or Facebook Live or
got the Facebook
YouTube
Live, yeah.
Live. So I got into that too, and I feel like while prior to the pandemic, people knew who I was.
Mm-hmm.
It on a lower kind of like level, but since the pandemic came around and I've been doing everything I've been doing, I mean,
booming.
My visibility has been steadily increasing.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, I'm here.
Congratulations, man. Congratulations.
You were. Certain comedians really do it well. During the IGs and the
they're thriving.
Like Tommy Feldman, I had him on the show, and then when I see him all over, he's like from my seeing the videos, he's like the kings of the doing the video.
Yeah, man, videos will really upgrade your set. People don't know.
Well, Keon Pele too, I guess because you time it like you're doing a set, I guess.
Well, like the thing is, comedy is about to change big, and people don't know this. Before, comedy was like people creating original content, telling a story, performing it live. Now it's like, how many followers do you have? Because that's what's going.
Do you?
No. I mean, if I'm gonna lie to you, no, I don't ever get nervous. Never in my life.
Great.
I'm not a human being, but it's just
it's amazing. You're not a human being.
No, man. No, of course not. But it's just comedy's gonna change big. It's not gonna be like who has the best jokes anymore. It's gonna be who has the most following, and not gonna matter about skill or anything. It's about who can pack a seat, and that's what it's always been about from the root. But now we're making it more seen because it's able to say, "Hey, I got 2.5 million." So that's what's gonna change big, and I'm ready for this change.
And those
man.
are organic. Ain't nobody buying those. I can't be buying followers.
You forgot one thing. I mean, it's definitely gonna be a number-based game.
Yep.
It's gonna be about how you can pimp that algorithm.
And Bernie Mac said it back in the day. Like he was talking about how he lost 20 festivals or 20 competitions before he won his first one. And he's like, comedy competitions are not about skill or comedy. It's about popularity. And that's how you're going to win, the people you bring. And I always took that to heart. And now it's really showing. Like, people on TikTok, they're packing out, the punchline or the improv. It's all because of the popularity.
Punchline's back.
Yeah, man, it's back. Yeah, baby.
Yeah, like the old joke, Reggie Steele. I may be too. Reggie Steele's still around. Yeah, he's a great comic. He was talking about how he lost a competition to a guy at Roseville. They need better comedy. Yeah, he I think they got better comedy now, but he lost competition to a guy that just brought out a boombox and had sex with a chair. And he did, Reggie Steele did an actual set.
Yeah.
I mean, for funny stuff. I wasn't there. He always talks about it, but I've seen his sets. I think I know the one he did, and
that was good.
Come on, sex with a chair, and it was just, like. To me, maybe I would have laughed if he had a midget on the chair, but just a chair and a boombox.
Yeah.
But
whoa, sir, you're gonna get canceled. You can't say midget anymore. You got to refer to them as LPs.
See, that's my way of
little persons, LPs, baby.
I feel like I'm.
You can either go vertically challenged.
Yeah, there we go.
I feel like I'm respecting them because that's their name. Midget.
What's up? This is my man Midget right here.
Yeah, I mean,
and his friend Midget right here.
That's a name no one else could be called.
It's so crazy how we're getting so...
Anyone could be called a little person. My mom's 5'1". So she could be a little person.
Is it correct to say dwarf?
I personally prefer Elf Warrior, but Elf Warrior is pretty kind, but they refer the dope.
If they have the ears, they're a dwarf. I was about to. I went on.
Do dwarves actually have the pointy ears, or is that elves?
I think it's elves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what Santa told me. No, man, the names, I mean, I feel like I don't feel like we as a society should follow the rule, but if you have a problem with someone calling you a midget, you personally should say, I don't like being called a midget. I don't think you need to generalize everybody, because there's probably someone out there that's like, I don't mind being called a midget.
You always just say, don't call me that.
Yeah, exactly. Just speak for yourself.
Generation, I believe, is probably just a few people, or maybe 5, in the universe that just have very powerful ways of putting things out there.
Yeah. Well, they say that like the people on Twitter who try to cancel people is only 4% of Twitter as a whole. So if there's 8 billion people on Twitter, not even 1 billion people are this canceled.
I think cancel culture, I think it's gotten, that whole concept I think has gotten out of hand.
I think it's gotten out of hand, definitely.
We would rather, so we're at the point where we would rather like cancel somebody than, either recognize
then talk to them.
Or talk to them, educate them, try to teach them the error of their ways. We're going to take away your livelihood. And this is another thing that goes back to that interview with the Locks. Well, maybe not the Locks, but it was an interview that had to do with Baby. I don't remember exactly what it was, but they were saying, when you cancel somebody, not just canceling that person, you're canceling their family, canceling their children, you're canceling their livelihood. They can't take care of their people anymore, all because maybe they made a mistake. Give them an opportunity to change it. Now, if they don't want to change,
do not apologize.
Yeah.
Do
not apologize.
Change, and you cancel them, kind of like not being fair.
You can't be canceled if you don't apologize.
No,
that's what I feel.
The real way that you can't be canceled is if you have your own platform.
Yeah, and do your own thing.
That's it. Yeah,
people were trying to cancel DJ Vlad on TV.
Yeah, that ain't never gonna happen. I never even seen the guy.
All these other people, they depend upon YouTube and other things to give them a platform. Vlad owns his platform.
Yeah.
So you really think you're gonna cancel him?
That's funny.
He's still getting guests.
Yeah.
And I'm not sitting up here and saying that, that people don't have a legitimate basis for wanting to cancel him out. That's up to them. I'm not gonna even get into that argument, but they tried. It doesn't appear to be.
Yeah. Cancel culture has the potential to do the best thing in society, but the thing with power is not everyone deserves to have power, because it's gonna go to their fucking head and they're gonna go too much.
And not everybody deserves to be just flat out canceled.
Yeah, man.
So Damien, it's I think you got to go to a show.
Oh wow, yeah, man. Well, what time is it?
So let's I think Flute, you wanna perform a song? Or
oh yeah.
So we need a little photo. But last words with you. I saw you, Paul Bruma. Is that tonight? You perform with Paul, or did you?
Oh, I just performed with Paul. Yeah, man. It's been a minute. I haven't seen him in 3 years. The last show I did with him was 3 years ago in Redwood City, maybe a little bit.
Oh wait, what you talking? Redwood Backyard?
Yeah, I think so. I think so a little bit.
Oh yeah.
And Paul was great. Send that to Paul. That's his selfie right there. He knows what this finger means. But Paul is a great guy. Great guy.
This is his hours. Sunday noon at 2. So like when I went on the Facebook, like I was like, oh, he just opened it up and he was right there. So
Paul's a great guy. Love him. Very unproblematic. Need to get that guy some sex. I feel like he's just very pent. I feel like he deserves some sex.
He's got a mistress.
Does he?
Yeah.
Okay. He needs another one.
Not doing her job.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well. Hey,
plus, the more the better.
If he has a mistress, that means he has a wife.
I believe he lives with her, so I don't know how deep I could go with that.
Paul, call us at 650-219-7625 so we can figure out your relationship status right now.
Oh, he knows. Yeah, he knows.
I don't know you, so I apologize for anything I speculated about you.
Don't apologize, bro. That's you're gonna become.
Oh, I can get canceled.
You're gonna become bigger.
Okay, I don't
Just
apologize.
say whatever you want. You know what? The baby screwed up because he didn't connect with Elton John.
Yeah, man. But Elton John connected with Eminem.
You know what? I just thought about something. All this stuff about the baby, but the baby did a song with Little Nas X, didn't he?
Yeah.
So then again, I'm thinking, okay, what you just.
Yeah, well, that's why they trying to.
So really, why would you?
Well, because that's the baby's their cue to reform. They want they talk about.
Well, that was a remix to something.
They talk about they want the baby to like take these kind of classes to be more sensitive. And
I guess if he wants to salvage, well, I'm not going to say salvage his career, but if he wants to get this off of him, I guess he's got to do it.
I mean, he could just not say anything for like a while, and they'll come back. Yeah. It'll be okay. That's what I was saying about cancel culture, man. Like,
keep on talking, bro.
They had the potential to just cancel the right people, but instead they're going after Matt Damon. Did you guys hear what happened with Matt Damon?
Oh yeah.
No.
So Matt Damon said he was talking
he got
about.
himself out of it.
Did he? Yeah. So Matt Damon was doing an interview about slurs and stuff, and he was like, I used to say the word faggot a lot, but my daughter told me how it's not okay, so I stopped saying it.
He's from Boston, though.
Yeah. Yeah. The faggot is like the national anthem. It's part of it. But he was saying how he's not doing it anymore, and he's changed because his daughter educated him. And now people are like, oh, what the fuck? You used to say it? Oh, you're canceled. The fact that you even said it.
I'm telling you, I used to.
Yeah.
I don't do it anymore.
No, and that's why you can't give people the power. They're like, nope, we don't accept it. It's like, well, no one cares.
Like, what if you tell people that, hey, I used to say those words when I was little.
Yeah,
I was
exactly.
Like,
No.
So I'm a bad person for what I did when I was like 8, 9, or 10.
I mean,
Okay.
that's
All right, Damien. Last word. You want to get set up out there, Flu? Yeah, dude. What do you got? You need this right there. Where you want to press something?
Yeah, come see me in Berkeley tonight. It's gonna be a fun show at the Way Station. I will be keeping my clothes on, but I will be talking about how I'm a gay man with a beautiful wife, and yeah, come on by, buy a drink, grab my penis. I won't cancel you, I promise. Whatever you guys want. Berkeley, progressive state.
Yeah, he might. He might cancel. Just it makes you bigger.
Yeah.
4 inches when you cancel.
Harder.
All right. Do I need to do that right there?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. No, I got you. Get you once you. Yeah. Once he gets out, we're gonna. It's gonna be good. I want you to hear this on your way out.
And here we go.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Don't worry, y'all. It's not Corona. It's just some bubblegum cookies, bitch. Yeah, 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 yeah. They say the world's on fire right now. We all ass out. Well, maybe so. Well, I ain't going till I'm all cashed out. Hustling always been the way, so I'ma go that route. See, if you know me, you know exactly what the fuck I'm about. This pandemic put a damper on my life, and my paper chase found some ways around it. Now I'm bound to make my paper straight. All about the money all the time. You can Google me. Been out here getting dough with these G's, so this ain't new to me. Doper than some crack, ain't no mystery. Rewriting all the rules to the game and making history. Rhymes without substance. Never underestimate hoes, you can't trust them. Sort of like a PE song. I know the time is kind of short, but this dick here long. Sticking and moving, steady grooving till the day I'm gone. And I'll be sticking to the code so I can't go wrong. So determined to make my way up. Quarantine, running this thing, getting my cake up. Gotta get it, don't deal with pay cups. You dream of being doper than me, you better wake up. Wake up and recognize game when it's right there. Living my dreams, but the haters, I'm a nightmare. Try to ball a block, see if I care. And if it's about some dollars, just holler and I'll be right there. My brain goes deeper than Atlantis. Hookers with these low IQs just can't handle it. It's guess that's why I'm single today. Yeah, I love pussy, but I'd rather break my neck for my pay. So I don't sponsor hoes, stick to this music and this money, watch me conquer those. Keep my business to myself, never rock the boat. Check my stats, but I spit the biggest hip-hop quotes worldwide, and I bring it to you note for note. Talk shit, little bitch, on my name you'll choke. Young flu, fuck you, but some call me the GOAT. Mastermind by design, and sometimes I gloat. Cause this stuff was worth gloating about. It's my house, all you doubted, so for show, get out. All these haters catching hands, and some hot ones. Pimping like I'm Kane, guaranteed to get the job done. So determined to make my way up. Quarantine, running this thing, getting my cake up. Gotta get it, don't deal with pay cuts. You dream of being doper than me, you better wake up. Wake up and recognize game when it's right there. Living my dreams, but the haters, I'm a nightmare. Try to ball a block, see if I care. And if it's about some dollars, just holler and I'll be right there. Destined for success in my gene pool. Nobody wanna hang with me because I'm so cool. Cooler than the mountain of ice, genius, yes sir. Ain't no blocking my light, got more shine than the solar eclipse, for real. Trick, got my mind on my money, no funny, that's real shit, real spit. Better get fire, yeah, the dragon give a damn. Who you try to send at me, they gon' be lacking. Keep it cracking, never skipping the beat. One half of me is corporate minded, other half is the streets. Either way, I stay about that cash, and you can either help me get it or just kiss my ass. So determined to make my way up. Quarantine, running this thing, getting my cake up. Gotta get it, don't feel with pay cups. You dream of being doper than me, you better wake up. Wake up and recognize game when it's right there. Living my dreams, but the haters, I'm a nightmare. Try to ball a block, see if I care. If it's about some dollars, just holler and I'll be right there. Yeah. Mutiny Radio, baby.
Let me switch, okay. Right. Wait, I'm gonna get you. So that was called right there. We're gonna play. I think we should play outside.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Maybe I should give you guys a little background on that. Outside is a track between myself.
1,300 people sick.
A fellow by the name of Mr. Cassidy. We made this song to commemorate California opening back up on June 15th.
Yeah, there's a little intro there, yeah.
And the premise of the song was basically when we had lockdown, everybody was, when we first did the lockdown, everybody was, in the house. You didn't know what was going on. So when you would be able to get back
Here goes
outside,
Damien.
when you would see a lot of your loved ones, when you would be able to, basically just rejoin society and feel like you're normal. And this song is on the premise of the two of us talking to some females in our lives, letting them know, hey, things are crazy. Sorry, we can't see each other right now, but all over.
Okay, yeah, let's play that.
Shutting down today. Now 4.9 million school children across the country at home. The NCAA tournament canceled. The NBA season suspended.
Tonight, preparing for life in the pandemic.
It pisses me off.
Yeah. Me too, bro. I understand how you feel, but maybe being away from her is the best thing that you can do. Yeah. Keeping her from getting sick, keeping her from
fun.
getting
Man. I
used
appreciate
to
you
it.
having me.
I ain't seen my chick in a minute either, but I mean, what can you do? Cooped up in the house and under quarantine. Wishing I could see you, be near you, got you all in my dreams. Gotta have you, I'm such a super fiend. I just wanna touch you and kiss you, just wanna do our thing. I mean, I'm seriously bummed out. Like got it so messed up, so I barely ever come out. My house cause COVID-19's a trip. Can't afford to end up sick, man, this really ain't it. Heck of a twist to our story, got me missing you lots. Know my time away from you just keeps consuming my thoughts. Can't wait till this pandemic's over, I just wanna be free to be with you when I want, where I want, please believe. I miss our trip to Las Vegas, Tahoe, Ellie, and Reno. Finest restaurants, eating, sipping on Pinot. Don't like this separation, need you here by my side. When this is over, I can't wait to meet you somewhere outside.
When it's all over, girl, meet me outside. We don't need a destination, we can just ride. I never used to trip, but you keep running through my mind. Sitting next to you is where I wanna spend my time. So when it's all over, girl, meet me outside. We can take a trip, dip, take a little ride. Tired of being cooped up in the house all the time. I'm going stir crazy, need to see you, that's the vibe. If you fuck with them lame dudes, you stuck with them same views. My status remained true, the mothers just ain't you. Broke up before breaking news, you sheltered with other dude. Not jealous but confused, I know what I won't do. That's going on without you. Hell nah. Pursuing happiness, and I just wrote you this how-to. Before this was a song, I used to dream it about you. About you, sitting outside and I ain't leaving without you. When quarantine is over, I ain't flying without boo. Give me another chance, it ain't nothing I won't do. We both got strong views, but both got curfew. Ain't seen you in 3 months, but still smell your perfume. You wanna get a break, and we both deserve to. When it's over and you ready, go outside, not roll through. Go outside, not roll ready. Go outside, not roll through. Let that quarantine weight shake. Don't be ashamed to. When it's all over, girl, meet me outside. We don't need a destination, we can just ride. I never used to trip, but you keep running through my mind. Sitting next to you is where I wanna spend my time. So when it's all over, girl, meet me outside. We can take a trip, dip, take a little ride. I'm tired of being cooped up in the house all the time. I'm going stir crazy, need to see you, that's the vibe. Hey.
Encouraging news on this Friday evening. California's top doctor says we are ready to fully open. He outlined what life is going to look like come June 15th. No more masks, no more capacity limits. Businesses are ecstatic.
And if you're one of those not quite ready to give up the to-go cocktails and the outdoor dining experience, well, it doesn't appear you're going to have to. Restaurants can, in fact, keep these things when the state reopens later.
Get around like my middle name's Emerald. Really don't care what you broke hoes plan to do. Haters setting up a figure like Xanadu. Hating on my pimpin' this your ass, I be handling you. Warrior, you don't really wanna test me? Well, I always gotta prove who the best be. The police are gonna have to come arrest me for murdering your ego, so you better never let me. See any sign of your weakness? This is more than a threat, cause I mean it. Young fluid, give it to you, I'm a genius. Talk shit like a little bitch, see the penis. Type of game that be selling out arenas. Moving like a boxer, right cross jab, BH. Bad side, you don't really wanna see it, cause I can give it to you anyway that you need it. Oh yes indeed, I got that recipe. I'm steady cooking up success, nobody fresh as me. So please just let it be. You clowns will never be ballin' on my level, cause I'm playing in the major leagues.
Major leagues, major leagues. You ain't on my level, cause I'm playing in the major leagues. Major leagues, major leagues. You ain't on my level, cause I'm playing in the major leagues.
I'm bum Garner in the night, bitch. All you fake fuck hoes won't like this. They shit full speed off the night tricks. Switching hella lanes ain't another feeling like this. Start slide on the freeway. Chevy Cruise Mobile Club, I'm the DJ. Big smoke, cause I gotta take it easy. Giving headers deuces every single time they see me. I get it in like Dirk in an orgy. Won't be denied and you can't ignore me. Niggas talk a good game, but they bore me. Taking winning shots in the clutch like Ori. Better yet, glam stands like Barry. Taking risks while the rest of y'all scary. Listen up while I state it to you clearly. Major league shit, better act like you hear me. Oh yes indeed, I got that recipe. I'm steady cooking up success, nobody fresh as me. So please just let it be. You clowns will never be ballin' on my level, cause I'm playing in the major league.
Major leagues, major leagues. You ain't on my level, cause I'm playing in the major leagues.
I be making bigger plays in the ML. B-Bro got a stable full of females. High life, you can tell by the weed smell. Keep a bunch of hustles, but they all ain't legal. Any car wanna fight, give him straight hell. $100 out of mine, no, you can't tell. Only deal with W's, I don't take L's. Always win, call me Superman, never been frail. More heart than you can weigh with a fish scale. Kept you shining like the sun or a crystal. MVP in this game, fuck your Pee-wees. Hall of Fame, flipping nigga, welcome to the big leagues. Oh yes indeed, I got that recipe. I'm steady cooking up success, nobody fresh as me. So please just let it be. You clowns will never be ballin' on my level, cause I'm playing in the major leagues.
Major leagues, major leagues. You ain't on my level cause I'm playing in the major leagues. Major leagues, major leagues. You ain't on my level cause I'm playing in the major leagues.
Oh yes indeed, I got that recipe. I'm steady cooking up success, nobody fresh as me. So please just let it be. You clowns will never be ballin' on my level, cause I'm playing in the major leagues.
All right, this is what's really happening, and we're back. Bigger than a dick in your mouth. That's what we got to vibe with. Well, things on my mind, but we're talking about hip hop and the baby. So, you looking forward to Kanye West new release?
Yes and no. I like Kanye West I think he's a great producer. As an artist, I mean, there are things that I've liked that he's done. I guess maybe I would say I like some of his older stuff. You know, like maybe the first few albums.
You get that closer.
Granted that I believe that he's talented, most definitely. But I don't know. Lately, I just kind of haven't really been checking for him in terms of putting stuff out. But I mean, it's, now it's like you got all that other controversy and stuff going on with him, the mental illness thing.
You really want to talk about Trump, huh?
Well, I mean, that whole thing with you know what? I just think that he's mentally, he's not as
we're going towards the. You know what? I don't even think.
You know
what?
I'm not gonna even. I mean, everybody knows about that.
Was he MAGA? I mean, because I just feel.
No, you know what I think? I don't think he was really MAGA. I think he's just confused. I think he has some mental instability there. Like he has a legitimate, mental condition.
He's a
I
great
don't think
marketer.
He's stable. I mean, yeah, he's still a great businessman and still a great marketer.
I have no idea what his. I mean, I don't even care about his music, but I want to know when it comes out. Still, that's how great of a marketer he is.
The new one is out already.
He keeps on pushing it. It's supposed to be out. The third time he's pushed back. He's made it so I don't even care about his music really, but I want to see when it comes out. And he's having these listening parties and he's charging people for the air. This guy is wild,
He said
man.
He's charging people for the air?
Thousands of dollars just for the air to breathe in the place. Okay. He's doing these listening parties. This guy, I guess he is
I probably
genius.
wouldn't pay that, but yeah.
No, we wouldn't. But he knew how to market these certain areas where people are going to pay for this.
Well, I mean, look at his fashion stuff. He gets people to pay for that. And I'm sorry, I mean, I'm not hating on you, Kanye, but I mean, if you want to make fashion that you're charging people that much money for, it really should look better. To me, it really should look a lot better than what you're putting out.
I mean, maybe in the beginning he could be hip hop, but he doesn't hit me as hip hop anymore. But
he started off as being hip hop, but I think the problem with a lot of artists is even if you start off hip hop, how many artists start off hip hop and maintain it throughout their career? Some of them end up getting sucked into that mainstream thing. And I mean, you want to eat, and you want to have a lucrative career, and you want people to notice you. So the mainstream, I'm not going to say it's a bad thing, but a lot of people go mainstream and then they lose touch with that audience that they had, those people that were supporting them when they were underground.
Yeah.
And I think that's the mistake that people make when they try to do some mainstream stuff. Yeah, by all means, be mainstream. Make music that people, that listen to mainstream music and get into, because you need that. You need those numbers. You need those sales. You need that attention. You want to have a top hit if you can get it, but don't lose touch with the people who were supporting you when you were doing the underground, when you were the hungry artist who was hungry and was doing that underground stuff and really, busting a move to try to get something done. Don't lose touch with them. Because when you do that, you're doing them a disservice, you're doing yourself a disservice,
People just need to do them and just think about them, I guess. But appreciate your fans. But what I keep hearing is don't backpedal. Because people aren't gonna we like entertainment, I guess. And so I think even if none of these people backpedal, if they just kept on forward, they would just get fans no matter what. Even just people that are curious of their entertainment.
Yeah.
I mean, because you see people that just, I don't think apologize does any good, and
it doesn't really.
Backpedaling doesn't do any good. Just moving forward,
it really doesn't. Once you made a mistake and you've done something, it's there, and there are people who are, especially if you do something publicly.
Yeah.
Then there's a public record of it. People are not. I mean, years from now, somebody can go back and they can look at the video footage of Baby saying this, and he can't deny it because it's there.
It's amazing. We all these just gimmick people keep. Yeah, I mean, what we got? I used to talk about the 6ix9ine all the time, and then
dude.
And then I would talk Lil Pump. These people, that as long as they just stay on your tongue, if
you give them energy, if you. I mean, a lot of people say, okay, well, I don't support them. I don't like those people. But you give them energy by talking about them.
Yeah.
By when they put something out, looking at the video that has them saying this or that and the other, you're giving them numbers. You're giving them, you're feeding into what they're doing.
People became famous being unapologetic. Being
6ix9ine,
I was watching how he became famous, and New York is big, so all he had to do was wear clothes that say inappropriate things on him, and
hang out with the right group of people, and make it look like he was doing
he wore clothes that said the N word all the way through, and he became famous. I mean, that's how people are become. I'm not going to respect it.
I don't even consider him to be a rapper. I don't consider him to be a musical artist. He's somebody who maybe happened to hang around with or be around with people who were dealing with music.
Yeah.
And if you listen to what he did, I mean, is he really rapping on records or is he just yelling? Sounds like he's just yelling.
Yeah.
And there's no real deep lyrical content. There's no and him being a troll. Being one of the biggest
troll.
Yeah, he's got that down. Being the biggest
and that's why you don't apologize anymore, man. You keep it real. But I mean, I don't know if these people are keeping it real. You just go with the flow. You don't even being real isn't what you do. Just go with the flow.
He's not keeping it real for sure.
Nah, yeah, these people. So, it's weird. So I think politically, we were almost jumping to that when we started the show, and I realized something weird. So I went to a conservative group invited me to this thing. Mm-hmm. So all these people are, a couple people start bashing this one guy who started this group, conservative group, and he's for the vaccine.
Oh, he's pro-vax.
He got the vaccine, and just the fact that he got the vaccine, they hate on him. So it's weird that I thought it was supposed to be about freedom, and then I realized no, it seems to be. When did it become this thing where liberals are get the vax, conservatives are don't get the vax, or you're not part of our club of conservatives? I don't get this. Have you noticed this?
Yeah, I mean this whole anti-vax thing. I mean, it's a very divisive issue.
And it should.
And who knows? I mean, maybe it was purposely introduced to all of us to purposefully be divisive.
So yeah,
You know, because I mean, we could get into this whole pandemic, which some people call a planned demic.
I see. Yeah,
I'm not
going
to start like I'm not going to start like any conspiracy theories.
Yeah,
You know, you can think what you want to think about it, but I mean, there's a reason for everything, and I mean, I think this whole anti-vax thing is just another way to divide.
Yeah, anti or for is just like.
But
okay,
I feel
why can't I have the freedom of?
I do agree.
I
do agree that it's a personal choice.
Yeah.
But I do also agree that you have to kind of do your research, and whether you're against it or for it, don't spread misinformation if you can help it.
Yeah, at least
now personally, I'll share this. I have no problem saying it.
Oh yeah. All right.
I am vaccinated.
Ooh, no.
I did not originally. It wasn't something I originally wanted to do. I was kind of on the fence. I didn't. I had my hesitation about doing it. But what ultimately made me do it was the fact that I have people in my family, older people, who they say are the most susceptible to it, and they got vaccinated. My mother, my aunt, my dad, other people that I spend time around. So I thought, maybe from a responsibility kind of angle that I would just go ahead and do it, because I didn't want to be the only one who didn't do it. If there's any merit to doing it, I didn't want to be the only one that didn't do it.
And I hate how you got to come up with, like, people got to explain themselves when it's like, if people got the vax or didn't get the vax, I don't feel like that should become on some political level.
It's not. Like I said, it's a personal choice.
It's just weird, man. Like how, that's become political, even though both political sides got the vax.
True.
If anything, it should be mandate versus not mandate. But as people just get it, I know it's enough people that are getting on that versus just like getting on the ground level of, oh, you got vaxxed, you're not one of us. And I'm just like, come on, man, what is really like that? And so the crazy thing is, I got invited to this thing, and then it turned out to not even be a conservative really thing. Because when we had a little potluck, and like tons more people joined in. And oh yeah, I got invited as a conservative group. You're one of them, and I thought they were like going to be offensive, but then like, well yeah, I got invited, but then like, I don't like politics at all. And then I realized, okay, that was the certain people thought it was that, but then in reality, it was just these people. It's just like a peace and believing in freedom sort of vibe, and that's the way it should be. Like, just this is how we feel, and I feel like how all of a sudden so when I talk about politics and vax and non-vax, I feel like when did talking about freedoms become like an argument? It should be peace.
It shouldn't be, but I'm thinking though. What's going to probably end up happening, looking at the way that things are going, it's going to get to a point to where you're going to dang near be forced to kind of get into the vaccine. I feel like.
See, and that ain't right.
And when I say forced, I mean not saying that somebody's going to literally hold a gun to your head or there's going to be this government mandate that means it. But what they're going to do is they're going to be like, okay, well, if you want to enter this establishment, or if you want to go out and if you want to go to a club, if you want to, because I heard, and it's funny too, because I went out last night. I actually hosted a party at the Holy Cow out here.
Oh yeah, I like that spot.
And
since I was hella young,
a friend of mine, made a phone call to them to see if they were, allowing people in who were unvaccinated.
Not in the city.
And from what they said, from what they told him, even though they technically. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you might have been able to still get. Let me not say that, but they were telling people that you have to show proof of vaccination. So that's kind of a way of like, forcing people, like if the city of San Francisco decide that they want to either make a mandate, or if they all just agreed that, hey, all these restaurants and clubs, we're not letting people in who are not vaxxed. Well, if you want to party, if you want to get into these spots, you're going to have to be vaccinated. And you're going to say to yourself, okay, well, I want to be able to go to restaurants. I want to be able to go to clubs. I want to be able to go to gatherings and do this and that and the other. So what are you going to do? You're going to get vaccinated. So that's what I mean by kind of getting forced.
See, they're
gonna make it they're gonna make it uncomfortable for you to not be.
So that's the only force I see, and people going along with it, because I don't feel like I don't see how it's
you can't
really
physically
mandated
make a
right
person
now.
do it,
Yeah, I don't see how it's not a law right now. That's why I go in businesses without it. But if you say something to me, I'm gonna respect you.
Yeah.
Because you got the right to refuse service. I go in Safeways and bars, not around here, but in the peninsula, because around here they got those signs up. And, I just, vaxxed or not vaxxed, I don't feel like I should show my card. But I'm not going to try and fight anyone over it.
Yeah.
I yesterday at the thing I went to, they said they go in a store and someone tells them put on a mask. They say, I don't want to. And, honestly, that just feels like, bro, why don't you just not support that business if that's how you feel?
Yeah.
I mean, it's good for it's better for your mentality. You're just going to, I don't want to. And you're not.
I just think when you go into a person's place of business, everybody's place of business has rules. You either respect them to be in there, or if you don't respect them, then you don't come in. Like you said, don't support the business. But if I come into a store and there's signs that clearly tell me that I have to wear a mask, you don't come in there without a mask and then curse a person out because they say something to you. There's a sign there. They're telling you what it is. So either you're going to do it or you're not. You don't want to do it, don't come in there.
I usually wait for someone. I wait for someone. I mean, if someone says something. Because even in the store I work at, like after June 15th, they still kept the overhead thing saying you need a mask and the signs up, so they didn't take nothing down. So some place, I've been in some places like.
Well, if I have my mask with me and I'm going into a place initially, when I first walk into a place, I'm going to wear the mask. Now, if it's a place that I'm comfortable in being without the mask, then I'll take it off at some point. Or if for whatever reason. But when I initially go into anywhere, even though I'm vaccinated, I still walk in with a mask. I went into the Holy Cow with a mask, and I didn't have it on the entire night, but I walked in with it. And times when I wasn't drinking, a drink, I kept it on my face.
And is that just your personal preference?
Well, it's just my personal preference because I'm a germaphobe. And I was like that before the pandemic.
I don't blame you in the Holy Cow, especially.
And I was like that before the pandemic. So imagine a pandemic coming about for somebody like me. It made it worse.
So I guess I don't go nightclubs really anymore. I haven't been since I was a lot younger. So maybe that
it's definitely
the
not
whole
going to
thing
be
about
the cleanest
nightclubs
place
is
in the
touch
world.
and feel, man. So it's
definitely not going to be the cleanest place you're going to walk into.
Well, the crazy thing is, so having this thing, and then the climate change people walked by. That's a different vibe right there, man. Climate change. What do you think about that, man?
I think that we are doing things to this planet to damage it. I think that we've definitely done like a lot of damage to the ozone layer, and that's it's not leading to be a good thing for the environment. I think we need to learn to take better care of this planet that we have to be on, because we don't have anywhere else to go. I mean, we haven't exactly colonized Mars or Jupiter or something
that we know of,
so that we can go and live there. And I mean, even then, it's still not this Earth that we were put on. So we need to take care of where we are.
Well, yeah, because if we colonize Mars, then it becomes a trash dump. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if even if we colonize another planet, and then what's to say we won't do the same thing that we did to this one?
So, and then there was like before I got here, I was listening to a show. It gave me some couple things to think of. It said compassion of responders instead of police, and less policing were some things that came to mind. And Yeah. See, that's why I don't fit into really many politics. I like a conservative group, so I felt more conservative. But at the same time, I ain't gonna get along with a lot of people because I don't love or hate police. They don't come up with a plan. We never come up with a plan.
I think that there are, well, you know what? There's good and bad people in almost any and every group.
Yeah.
Any and every race, any and every occupation.
You think we need social worker type people instead of and less police?
I think in some instances they could help. I think that, well, I mean, it's fine when you have. I feel like it's fine when you have police officers who are well trained and who know how to de-escalate situations or handle different types of pressure when they're out on a job. But when you have ones that don't know how to do that, then it just leads to a problem. And I think that there may be other people who are more qualified. I mean, especially when you're dealing with somebody with a mental illness. I think that there are other people who are maybe more qualified to deal with those people than a police officer. You know, have they had training, you know, to deal with people with mental illnesses and the different types of mental illnesses? Because their response 9 times out of 10 is going to be one where they're going to respond with those guns or respond with those billy clubs and batons.
Well, always makes you
respond with some kind of measure that may do some sort of physical harm or cause some kind of hurt to a person. Whereas maybe a social worker can recognize the signs and the triggers of somebody who's schizophrenic or whatever other kind of mental illness that there is, and they can actually effectively get in there, diagnose the situation, address that person they need to be the way they need to be addressed, so that they can de-escalate that. Whereas a police, a lot of times, because of the techniques that they know or their whatever's going on with them in that moment, they have a tendency sometimes to escalate the situation, and then the end result is somebody having to go to jail, somebody dying, or somebody getting the crap beat out of them, or all of those things.
No matter what, they always come at you kind of intimidating.
Yeah.
So,
like, oh, you didn't follow my command, and with all due respect, I mean, I do understand that when a law enforcement officer gives you a command that you are supposed to follow, but at the same time, and excuse my language, me for saying this, but who the fuck are you?
Yeah, I mean, we ain't.
I'm a grown man. My taxes pay your salary. Who are you?
Yeah.
And if you're gonna come at me like that,
I mean, that sucks that it really doesn't matter. I've realized that a while ago that whole my taxes pay you thing.
Yeah, that doesn't mean shit. It doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't mean anything.
It should, but it doesn't.
Well, because the people that take your taxes pay for them. So it's just we live in this weird society. Yeah. It's not our taxes; it's the people that take. I mean, we don't pay them. The people that take our money pay them.
But
I mean, there's.
But the point is, they're supposed to be public servants. Yeah. And I mean, how much of a public servant are you when I'm a member of the public and you'll beat the shit out of me before you'll. And
then, it depends how they analyze you.
Yeah.
Because I've had so much harassment back in the day and set up on so much stuff that they just look at how they know how to deal with you. Because I wasn't very good with talking to police.
Well, yeah.
And that was the entire issue, I believe. Like, I'm nervous for one thing. And then now I'm like,
and you're gonna be nervous because you don't know what the hell they're gonna do to you.
Yeah, are you? What drugs are you on? And not are you? It's what drugs are you like? Tell us what drugs you're on. We're gonna arrest you. It's like, but you can't tell someone. You can't talk to someone like that loves police.
No, and expect for them to trust the police.
Someone hates police. They're not in the right mindset either because you just come with hate. It's like, let's talk about this, bro.
Yeah. I've had an officer do that to me before. Like, I got pulled over. I guess he said I don't know, made an illegal turn or something. But I mean, the thing is I was in I'm working. I'm out in the field working, and I'm in a place I'm not familiar with the neighborhood. I'm trying to find an address. So maybe I wasn't paying attention to that I couldn't turn because I'm just looking around for where I have to go. And then, of course, I'm nervous from getting pulled over because I'm in a city that is not my own. You're pulling me over. I don't know what you're gonna do. Well, you're on drugs or something? No, I'm nervous because you pulled me over and I don't know what you're gonna do. And also, I'm in a city that I'm not familiar with, and I'm trying to find some place. I don't know where I am, and I'm trying to find some place. All of that factors into it. I'm not just doesn't mean I'm on drugs.
I made an illegal turn once because it was the last turn before the next town. So they were following me so much.
Oh, wow.
I was like, you know what? I'm just going to take this turn right here. Because they were following me throughout the whole town. And I'm just like, I'm going to take this turn right here. And it turned out to be an illegal turn. I just wanted to get off me for a little bit.
Yeah.
Bro, this is your entire job right now. Just follow me.
Well, they had, obviously, that whatever town it was, they had nothing better to do.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. It's like no solutions for anything. Just fight. Like, at least, yeah. So, let's okay, well, just if this was your last word, would put everything out there, and I won't play one of your songs here.
Okay, well, just to let everybody know, if you are interested in checking out more of my music, or just finding out more about me as an artist, me as a person, you can check out my YouTube channel, which is Fluid420. You can also find me on Instagram and Twitter under at Fluid001. You can find my music on SoundCloud at Fluid001. You can also find my music on most of the major, streaming and digital media platforms like Apple Music, iTunes, Spotify, Deezer, you name it. I've got stuff out there. Got a good, at least 12 to 13 singles out. Working on more new stuff. Going to be putting out some more stuff soon. Going to be putting out an EP, 2 EPs actually. A solo EP, just me, and a collaborative EP with Cletus Cassidy, which is a guy that I put out the Outside song with. And I've got other projects in the works with various other producers and artists. So stay tuned for that. And just want to thank you again for having me on the show. And for, giving me an opportunity to, to talk to you and talk about my album, talk about my life in general and my views on different things. Thank you for giving me the platform. I appreciate it. And hopefully we can do this again.
Man, there's so much stuff we could talk about. Dang, like that. Oh, man. Like, what's OnlyFans is, disappearing and...
Yeah, and that's crazy, because the base, from my understanding of OnlyFans, the basis of it was that adult content. So now you're not going to do it. So
okay, so I feel we should get out to She Can Get It.
We should.
Okay, because that fits that.
I think we should. Now, She Can Get It. That's a collaboration between me and a very good friend of mine, also a very talented rapper and producer, one half of the Mechanics.
Oh, I like the Mechanics.
Thorax. So, check it out.
Turn that up.
Every freckle on my Playboy bunny. Woman in the streets, so respect is a must. But in between the sheets, nigga, that's between us. Blue strip hundreds, red bottom heels, cookie in the jar, finalize the deals. All about the business, just like moi. Me, her, and money, menage a trois. Keep the bills paid, got the car washed. Tongue in the ear, fingers in the sauce. Levels to the shit, ask me Millie. I'm blessed, $1 million girl like Nicki. Got her own money, got her own crib, got her own car. She can get it.
Freaky fly and independent. And anytime she want it, she know she can get it.
No makeup, $1 million smile. Baby, you a star. She can get it.
Super sexy and she know that she the shiznit. She turn me on cause she all about her business. Skin is softer than a rose with silky blouse. And all she gotta do is smile, she might get you aroused. Independent corporate living, but she blow that loud. Let her have a good time and stand out from the crowd. And I ain't mad at the way that she do her thing. She ain't jab this little thought, she's a straight up queen. I mean, all the rest of you boppers should just quit. She's a bad chick, y'all can compete and that's it. She just leagues ahead of y'all style and got class. Hips, lips, money, and power, and much ass. Not to mention just a dash of sass. And when it come to making love, she's in her own damn class. She got that good. Bound to turn your wood into splinters. If you get her on your team, you definitely got a winner. She's a top pick player and no ratchets here. Without about it, got a name of boss chick of the year. Yeah.
Got her own money, got her own crib, got her own car. She can get it.
Freaky fly and independent. Anytime she want it, she know she can get it.
No makeup, $1 million smile. Baby, you a star. She can get it.
super sexy and she know that she the shiznit. She turned me on cause she all about her business. Bad girl. Trying to draw her into my world. She got the model type moves with a look to match. And she love to hustle hard, all about those racks. And she graduated college, so their head is awesome. $1 million prize, just ask Richard Dawson. And the price is right, and I'm one lucky motherfucker since she came in my life. Right.
She don't need me, so she don't be blowing me up. And I don't need her. We don't mind showing up and showing out. You say, what's that? Two like-minded people fucking off racks. Ain't no insecurities about a place. You can see she happy, it's written on the face. The price is right, and I'm one lucky motherfucker since she came in my life. Right. Got her own money, got her own crib, got her own car.
Are you tired of swimming through a sea of podcasts? Are ye on a raft without a paddle? Well, gather around me, sea dogs, and get aboard me pirate ship.
Hey everybody, listen to the Weekly Review with Roman every Friday from noon to 2 p.m. This is an unapologetically anti-capitalist program. We interview community organizers, activists, and artists. We talk about ways you can take action right now. So listen in to the Weekly Review every Friday from noon to 2 p.m.
My name is Breakfast, and I'm running for Chancellor of the United States of America. For too long, we have gone without a Chancellor who is willing to take bold leaps of faith and logic to create new possibilities for our great, big, fat nation. As your Chancellor, I will balance the budget on the head of a pin, give entertaining speeches, have scandalous affairs, write strongly worded letters to unpopular foreign leaders, look good on camera, end all hunger, crime, abuse, war, disease, disasters, sadness, depression, oppression, repression, suppression, transgression, obsession, expression, impression, regression, and digression by signing pieces of paper that express my disapproval of such things, and invest in an American flag pin to be worn prominently on my stylish jackets. It's time to work together to take the country back from us and return it to ourselves. It's time to turn this country around and drive it into opposing traffic. It's time to take a chance on the Chancellor.
For those who have an insatiable appetite for all things in life, who scream at nothing and everything at the same time, who dance till sunup, who cause the sun to set again with irreverent bow, who rival the moon with gravitational force, who leave rooms feeling empty and earthquake struck, who don't give a fuck, who make, who do, who dream out loud and laugh like maniacs, who draw shock and awe on faces graced with watching, who create from the soul of an orgasm, who swagger even alone in the shower, who fight with passion, and love with passion, and are passion, who catapult over cliffs in the name of revolution, who would rather die than fall in line to conform, who constantly challenge the norm, who greet each and every day as if just born. I say to you, I know your greatness, the way a suicide jumper knows weightless just before the impact, and in fact, I know it best when I say to you, I love you.
Hello Hello there, my friends out at Mutiny Radio. Chester Cashcock here, giving you my love and regards as well as Moofy's over there. And you know, anytime I go swimming in my vault of rare coins and piles of filthy cash, I can't help but listen to Bamtastic's Comedy Clubhouse every Friday from 8 to 10. They have a fun time at Bamtastic's deep in the Mission, where you can laugh off your tushy every Friday for a mere $10. And $10, I mean, that's what I use to wipe my tushy with, so to wipe it off for it's indeed this. And if you can't make it to Mutiny Radio, don't worry, don't fret at all. You can simply download the podcast post-show in the comfort of anywhere, like your Aspen summer cottage on the mountain ridge for the kayaks. Just go to podcast.pcrcollective.org or mutinyradio.fm podcasts and look for Comedy Clubhouse with a K. You can download